Alright, so we're in One Canberra today, and for those of you who have not heard of the Canberra township, it is actually the new town right in between Yishun and Sembawang. It's an up-and-coming town which has been vigorously developed over the past 10 years by the government. This is a 4-bedder dual key, which is one of the rarest configuration right here. And for those of you who love a dual key layout and you need that 4 bedrooms, I think this is going to be great for you. Alright, so at PropertyLimBrothers Home Tour, you know that we always love to bring you up to speed regarding the locale first. Now, this part of Yishun and Sembawang is really the bridge between these two major townships. So Canberra is actually a very nice new town. We love new townships for the fact that there is a lot of support level in terms of the future HDB upgraders who probably have been staying here for the past 5 to 10 years, and maybe they are used to the Canberra town and they want to upgrade to a private development right within the same township itself. If somebody loves a newer township with a lot more new private developments, they would probably also love to live in this part of the north area as well. Not forgetting the fact that the north-south corridor is going to be ready by year 2026, and that's just a short 3 minutes drive. So this project was completed in the year 2015, 99-year leasehold. It was launched as an executive condominium and the developer was MCC Land. There's 665 units. Now, interesting point is that there are no 1-bedder, 2-bedders here. These are all mainly populated by 3 and 4 bedders, and of course very huge penthouses which are all above 2,200 square feet. Interestingly, the developers has planted 3-bedroom dual keys which made up of over 50 units and a very niche 4-bedder dual key population of only 36 units. Now, if I were to take out a site plan, usually the developers and the architects, they will usually plant the largest units with one of the best facing, for the very simple fact that the largest units usually have the highest quantum. So they want to ensure that the high quantum units usually get the best view, get the quietest view if possible, so that it is more palatable for buyers to buy the large units. All the dual key for 4-bedders, they face towards this direction, which is towards the landed enclave of Sembawang. So you get this protected view in the sense that because these are all 2.5 to 3.5 story landed properties, you get a very good view of the landed enclave. You get a greenery view right at the back. I think One Canberra was also done very nicely in the sense that the moment you drive in, you'll hit straight to the basement parking. Ample parking lots. There are a lot of water play and lagoon features. Let's have a look at a little bit of the living room first. You have your foyer zone right here. This is the common area that has access to another 2 of your main doors. So when you buy a dual key unit, you have 3 door keys. The main door, the door to your 3-bedder, the door to your studio. And let's talk about the 3-bedder. Coming in, you still have this portion here for you to put in more stuff. This is actually the DB box, but at the bottom you can create your own shoe cabinetry. When you come in, you will notice that there's actually the dry and wet kitchen kind of concept. So you have dry kitchen here that overlooks towards your dining and your living room with a balcony. And then you have a very good size wet kitchen right here. The dual key units, together with the 4-bedroom standard units, they all have this thing called the linen room. I think the yard is very decent in size. For a yard to be functional, it must have sufficient ceiling space for you to install this kind of natural clothes drying system. So you can actually pull down, you can push it outwards. You want to have automated remote retractable system. It must have sufficient ceiling space, because if the yard is too small, sometimes you cannot install at all. So you also have this additional yard toilet. So if I were to include this bathroom, there'll be a total of 4 bathrooms in this space itself. The wet kitchen is also very decently sized. You have an additional home shelter area and you have 2 panels of kitchen cabinetry over here. So one is for your sink and then one is for your open flame cooker, hood and hob. When you come out to this zone, you have a nice 3-panel dry kitchen concept, which acts a little bit as a mini island because there's a little bit of a cove system on this portion that you can fit in high stools. What we have done is that this to illustrate to you that you can fit in a nice 6-seater. If you were to expand to 8-seater during parties, that's doable as well. This is where you put in your fridge with a nice tall cabinet system, a very good sized kitchen space for this part of the home itself. Now, let's probably have a look at the landscape of the entire Canberra system. So if you are looking for a private property, the moment you come to the vicinity of Canberra MRT, you will have noticed that there are a couple of high-rise developments right here. So a little bit about the history here is that the first two projects that sprout out over here are Yishun Sapphire and Yishun Emirates. For these two projects, they are all 99 years high-rise condo development which started in the year 1998. Followed by 8 courtyards, which started in year 2010, and followed by 1 Canberra, where the lease starts from year 2012 and TOP in year 2015. I think if you were to look at all the 4-bedder prices over at this vicinity, this one, 4-bedder dual key at 1 Canberra, we're asking for $1.44 million, 1442 square feet in totality. That brings us to about $998 per square foot. We take a comparative approach to Park Canberra. In terms of their 4-bedders, they are already transacting at about $1.4 million for their 4-bedders at about 1399 square feet. That means that in future, if they were to hit their MOP a couple of years down the road, the owners right there will definitely be looking at a starting price in the resale market of about $1.6+ million onwards. So to get a dual key in the market, it is getting extremely rare. There's a good chance there's only 36 of them. We are on a nice level as well for you to enjoy the greenery. And let's talk more about the house. Let's go. In terms of the living room, as you can see, it can comfortably fit in a very nice 4 to 5 seater couch right here. This is a 4-seater couch. It extends until this portion, which is very sizable for a living room space. TV console wall, easily 65-inch. You can design your own design style. And then coming out to this direction, we love the fact that the pool is really done very well because it's like a nice curvy C shape. So this unit has a very quiet facing because the generic facing is more towards the landed property. So balcony space, it leads to your first common room, and then coming back in, you have this nice 4-panel balcony door. We love the fact that the dining space is also very decent. There's a wall at the back that I think you can also build a tall console right there as a nice bookshelf. So coming in here, the first common room, if you forgo this study desk, you can fit in out the queen bed. If you want to use this as one of your kids' room, your children's room, then this config will be just nice. A super single, a single is just about right. The default wardrobe is a sliding mechanism, so it does not jut out to the bedroom space as well. So for bedrooms, in terms of flooring, it's all done with parquet timber strip. These are solid parquet. These are not laminated timber. Living room space, all the way to the walkway, these are all nice homogeneous tiles which has been well maintained since day one. Now, coming to this master room, you get space on left and right for side tables, good wardrobe space, of course 4-panel windows overlooking towards this nice water lagoon downstairs. The ventilation for crosswind will come from the landed enclave. This will really fill your entire space with a lot of nice natural breeze. The ensuite, nice ventilation window, standing shower fashion. And then this is the common bath. The common bath, I would say, is very decent in size. There's a lot of room right here. And then this is the junior suite that faces towards the internal pool facing and is sizable for your queen bed plus a nice wardrobe. So this has been used as one of the kids' room as well. It depends on how you want to use it. You can use it as your home office or use it as a bunk bedroom with a double decker. So there's a lot of flexibility in the usage. So when we look at dual key units, we want to talk a little bit more about the numbers because this is going to be an additional option for you. Now, for the fact that you are buying a dual key, it opens up an entire realm of investment options for you to have a part stay, part investment kind of concept. So that's the main concept of dual key. It's either for investment, where you live in one part of your house and rent out the other, or it's made for multi-generation living, where probably your parents can live in one part, you live in one part. The third option is that you can use the extra studio space as your home office as well. And that's of course the 3 main usage of a dual key unit. Let's have a look at the mortgage. Let's say, for example, you're 35 years old right now, you're looking at 30 years loan tenure for your private property. You might be maybe living in the north area and you want to upgrade. At $1.44 million at the current bank interest rate of 1.5% per annum, you will be looking at an installment of approximately about $3,727 per month. The maintenance fee here is really reasonable for 4-bedder. It's only at $299 per month, which is simply unheard of for a 4-bedroom right now. And if I were to break down the installment numbers in terms of $3,727 per month, about $1,300 to $1,400 on this part of your mortgage is actually paying towards the interest part of the mortgage, and the other portion, about $2,000+ per month, is contributing towards your principal amount for your mortgage loan. So if you were to, let's say, take the first option to live in this 3-bedder part of your dual key and rent out the studio part, the last transacted right here for the studio rental is at about $1,650 per month. That will mean that will actually help you to contribute towards the total sum of your installment, and so you are really contributing to load out the principal. So when you exit in future, the interest is actually free of charge because you've rented out that portion. Now, if you are to look at the other approach, whereby you add in the amount of CPF contribution that you're pumping in, so in terms of the cash outlay, 3,727 with less of your CPF installment, let's say both husband and wife are contributing at about 150 per month from your ordinary account at 2,003. That would mean that your cash component is at about $1,427 per month for this home. But if you were to rent out that at 1,650, you receive cash 1,650 less off 1,427. You still have an excess of $223 that you can use to pay for an MCSD fee of $299. So you only need to come out with another $76 to live in this place, and you live in this place with no cash outlay. Let's have a look at the studio. This room now has been converted. There's 2 single bed here and a nice wardrobe space over here. So there was a little bit of modification done because last time it was a combination of wardrobe plus a dry kitchen kind of concept. If you want to do back the dry kitchen pantry, we have the quotation and the artwork ready to show how it looks like. So when you come for physical viewing, our listings managers will actually show you more in depth. You have your own ensuite right here, very good size ensuite bathroom, very good size room by itself, and I think there's so much options for you to use. There is a balcony space that overlooks towards the landed property as well, and the good thing is that the balcony for the studio unit is standalone. It does not connect to the main balcony in the 3-bedder part of dual key, so privacy is already taken care of. This is really like a sole unit by itself, so you can rent this out. It is not a mini size studio, is really a very good size studio over here, which is very livable for your tenant. Alright, so let's head back. Alright, so for the last part of this home tour, let's talk a little bit about the amenities over here, of course the schools, and a little bit about the price behavior of One Canberra. Okay, so for 3-bedders, there are 3 layouts here. The 3-bed compact model, which is a 900+ square feet one without yard. There's a 1066 square feet type, 3 beds plus yard, and of course a 3 dual key, 1,200+ square feet. For 4 beds, the 4-bed standard layout with yard is at about 1,259 square feet. Of course, this one 4-bedder dual key with yard is at 1,442 square feet. The rest will all be huge penthouses above 2,000 square feet. We think is going to happen is that the normal 3-bedders will all be asking for probably around $1 million for the 900+ square feet type. The 3-bed with yard one will probably be in the range of about 1.1+ million. If you're looking for like a 4-bedder, that would be definitely in the range of 1.2+ to 1.3 odd million. Looking for a 4-bedder dual key, that would be of course at about 1.4 odd million dollars. So of course this is asking for $998 per square foot. That brings us to a quantum of $1.44 million negotiable. In terms of the amenities right here, a lot of people are looking forward towards the Canberra Plaza opening up very soon. There's about 70 commercial shops right there with the very popular back in favor A&W. If you want to shop here, you have Sun Plaza at Sembawang MRT, you have Northpoint, you have Chong Market right here. Schools wise, within 1 kilometer, you have Yishun Primary School, Ahmad Ibrahim, and within 2 kilometers, you have Chong Primary School, Xishan, Jermin, Sembawang, and Wellington. Not forgetting, you have a lot of nature stuff going on here as well. Sembawang Hot Spring, Sembawang Park, which is about 6 minutes drive. Alright, so we have come to the end of this home tour. Thank you for staying with us throughout to have a look at this One Canberra 4-bedder dual key, which is a rare breed right here. So again, do remember to subscribe to our PropertyLimBrothers YouTube channel. Click on the bell button below. We thank you for your support. If you want to have a look at this physical place, if you love Canberra, you want to live in the new development that has just hit this MOP, the link is right down below to connect to Sean Tay and Alan Ko, our listings manager. They will be very glad to show you the physical place via an appointment. And once again, my name is Melvin, PropertyLimBrothers. Always happy to show the place. Take care. There's a helicopter at the back, Apache. It's very safe. It's to protect all the Sembawang residents. Have a look.